firstly, congratulations. Guilty Mind looks very interesting.
Thank
And
you.
I am in the middle of the show. I have watched, I think, 6 episodes so far, and very much intrigued what is happening. So, first and foremost, I have to ask you, what drew you both to Guilty Minds?
First, I want to tell you, we've watched only 3 episodes. So you've
Oh.
watched more than us.
No, I'm saying, how have you watched 6 episodes? So then, can we interview you?
Will it be an interview or will it be an interrogation? Considering you guys are paid lawyers, so much of
it'll be
invested.
a little bit of interrogation, little bit of flirtation. Seen 6 episodes, then that might answer the question yourself only, because it's a great show. It's got a good script. It's got its heart in the right place. It had a great cast, and it was just, I mean, there was not even a question to say yes or no. It was just like, I'm on board. Tell me where to sign.
Absolutely. And even for me, just as Kashyap Kaze, to be able to show the emotional range that I get to in the show is something which is very rare. And I loved the writing. I loved all the different equations that Kashyap gets to share with Deepak, with Vandana, with her family. Also, Kashyap in court, as you must have seen, is a different energy than she's outside court. And there's a lot she's battling. There's a lot she's going through. So as an actor, when you get something like this, which is so meaty that you can create so much out of, you want to do it. And plus, knowing that Shefali Bhushan is directing it, who comes from a family of lawyers, I knew that we would be guided in the right way and that it's going to be authentic.
Okay, so every episode, of course, there's one underlying case that's going on through the 10 episodes, but every episode is basically concentrating on one case. Is there a particular favorite for both of you that you liked? Like, this was an interesting case.
The Alap case. That for me was super fun. And emotionally, episode 3, the water case, was something that moved Varun and I both emotionally very much. Like, I actually broke down after my monologue because I just felt every bit of that emotion that I was fighting for in that moment. And the music case I thought was very interesting, and it was also one of our audition scenes, Varun and I. So I really enjoyed the arguments from both ends in that.
Yeah, I mean, both those cases have a very different flavor to them. One is very serious and very emotional and very relevant to today's times, and one was something that is sort of part of our industry, and it was also the first case that I was doing. So it was fun. I mean, it was a slightly lighter case, and the brief that had been given to me by Shefali was that Deepak is someone who changes with the judge, in the sense that if the judge is slightly comical, in the sense he enjoys humor, then Deepak will throw in a little bit of humor. If the judge is serious, then Deepak will become a little bit serious. So, like, I mean, I enjoyed changing that flavor with each sort of case. I don't know how much it's come out, but I remember it being the 5th episode being slightly lighter, and of course there was Mr. Shakti Kapoor, who was sitting in the audience, who was cracking us up between takes, and he was making jokes at all of us, and he was making jokes at the judge sitting over there, and he was just really like amazing to have around because he just pumped the room with so much energy. So yeah, all the cases have had their own sort of taste.
Speaking of Shakti Kapoor, there are a lot of interesting cameos by a lot of veteran actors.
Yeah.
A lot of known faces.
Yeah.
But felt intimidated, I mean, you guys were playing the lead and they were the supporting cast. Was there ever a place that, you got a little nervous or anything performing in front of any of these artists?
I don't think nowadays people look at it like that anymore. I think everyone's a character, and our script gives that respect to everybody. So, which is why when they're there, they know they're there for a reason. Our director gives that respect to everybody. As actors, we give that respect, and therefore we also get that respect from everybody. So, I don't think it's about looking at someone as main or not main. We all loved the script so much that everyone knew their place, and there was no insecurity about what they had to do.
I remember I was a little bit not nervous. I think I was excited about working with Kulbhushan sir, and and I have a certain kind of relationship with him, which you must have seen.
Right.
So we went to his house for a reading the first time, and I was excited, not nervous. And we went to his room. I met him, and of course, one has recently seen him in Mirzapur do all that crazy stuff. And we met there. He came, he got his scripts out, and we sat on the table. And just when we were going to start the reading, he has a parrot who started talking non-stop. So then he said कि देखो अब हमको 15 मिनट वेट करना पड़ेगा, जब वो सेटल हो जाएगा तब हम रीडिंग स्टार्ट कर पाएंगे. So we sat in about 15 minutes of silence so that the parrot could find his silence. And we had tea, and I think that silence took care of everything in terms of breaking the ice and all of that stuff. So I think there have been moments like that with each actor who we've kind of worked with, but they're all so chill, they're so easy.
Yeah.
It's for viewers it can be a little tedious because there are a lot of these legal terms that people use. You have to use it, and is it a challenge for an actor to keep it, or is it completely dependent on the writer, how the scene is written so that it becomes more engaging and keeps the viewer hooked? Or is it also got to do with how you perform?
I think they kept the language pretty simple. From what I remember, everything is explained.
And even if you don't understand the jargon, you're understanding the emotions. All our episodes, understanding the emotion is not the challenge. But of course, we're lawyers, so we had to say what we had to say. But I don't think it's...
And any favorite courtroom dramas for you guys?
Boston Legal.
Yeah, Boston Legal. Then there's an old film called Witness for the Prosecution, which I really like. My mother, in fact, ended up doing a play in Marathi based on that. The Marathi film Court is amazing. How to Get Away with Murder is also fun. I liked Pink also, actually. Pink was also a good film.
When I first saw the trailer, I thought of Suits for some reason. It had a
Suits was
similarity.
It was also the reference given to us in the very beginning when we were going to test.
Right. In terms of a vibe, there was nothing from it.
Yeah, just a vibe. Office politics and all that.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much for speaking to WION, and hopefully there's going to be a season 2.